Alrighty, so we have Tabatha Ricci versus Maria Oliveira. So Maria, she has a 5-inch height advantage and a 7-inch reach advantage. Both these advantages are quite significant for the weight class. Tabatha Ricci basically an atom weight. Maria Oliveira, decent frame for the division, I guess. But Ricci's going to be giving up those type of advantages. Probably not that steep usually, but she's going to be giving up the height and reach advantages to most people in this division. She's quite undersized for the weight class. I can't believe she fought Manon Farrow. That was a slaughter waiting to happen, and it did happen. So yeah, Maria Oliveira, Muay Thai Foundation as a striker. She has a background in Muay Thai, I guess. But I wouldn't say she's a great Muay Thai practitioner or anything like that. I think she leans back with her chin basically every time, and it's very predictable. Person like Tabatha Ricci, a fighter like Tabatha Ricci, is probably not going to take full advantage of that. Tabatha Ricci doesn't have too much structure to her striking. She just kind of blitzes in with straight punches, tries to get into the clinch. But yeah, her striking isn't very good. Tabatha Ricci often carrying her hands low. She is quite vulnerable to punches on the feet, but that's not where she would probably want to take this fight. I think she wants to get in the clinch and take Oliveira down. Tabatha Ricci is pretty good at burrowing her way into the fence clinch, so that's what she looks to do. Just kind of blitz in, just kind of force the clinch basically, and then once she gets there, she looks for the body lock to the outside, the inside leg trip, which is her go-to. That's what she's going to be attacking with for the most part, is that inside leg trip. If she gets on top, she has aggressive short ground and pound. Can't remember the fight. It was the one, it might have been Ormsby, yeah. I think she finished her with pretty decent, I was pretty impressed with her aggression on top and her, intent to finish on top. She wasn't settling just for top position. She was going for ground and pound, trying to get Ormsby out of there. But yeah, she looks to pass guard, and then look to get a mount, and then land or go for that armbar. I think that's her go-to submission. She's never landed it. Oh yeah, she got it there, but she goes for it pretty often. But yeah, how these guys lose fights. So for Maria Oliveira, striking tendencies, didn't really get into it before because Ricci isn't a very good striker, but I think Oliveira is a bit of she doesn't like getting hit too much, has big reactions every time, or tries to clinch up, which is not what you want to do against Ricci in this fight. But she seems to have very big reactions to avoid getting, struck, so I don't think she likes getting hit at all, which is, something someone else is going to take advantage of, probably not Ricci. Ricci, she's just very green. She's also faced a very low level of competition. She's 5-1, and look at the records of the chicks that she's beaten or faced. Besides Firo, of course, but yeah, she's just very green, very unproven. So past the victory for these two. For Ricci, I think it's pretty straightforward. Forward movement, crash into the clinch, and look to take her down, or catch one of her kicks as she throws them, and then try and drive her into the fence. Not drive her into the fence, but maybe even drive her off her feet and take her down from there. She likes to throw a front kick quite a bit, try to catch that front kick, catch the heel, and then take her down. And for Maria Oliveira, obviously keep it on the feet and just stay away from the fence, and no kicks. She's going to look to catch one of them, or all of them, really. So how I see this fight going? So Ricci, she should be able to pressure Oliveira to the fence and force the clinch, and once she's there, she can either just press Oliveira against the cage, which wins fights no matter whether you like it or not, or she can go for that inside leg trip, or she could just drop levels, scoop up the long legs of Oliveira. Oliveira has very long legs, and she doesn't widen her base at all on the fence, so she's basically asking to be double-legged if Ricci does go for it. Tabatha, her wrestling isn't pretty, but if she does get Oliveira down, she likely does find a finish. She's just that much of a better grappler. Marina Rodriguez, who has not the best grappling. I get that they're very different, they're up levels apart, Marina Rodriguez and Maria Oliveira. But Marina Rodriguez was just bullying Oliveira in top position on the Contender Series. And in general, that was a really pathetic performance by Oliveira on the Contender Series. Like, she literally just said, no mas, basically. She turned around, I think signified to the corner or the referee, just tried to wave off the fight herself. I can't believe they signed her. Like, that was a really... You'd never see that. Like, you never see that at this level. And I don't know if Dana forgot that even happened, but generally he... takes umbrage to those type of things, and then he doesn't really, kind of writes them off, and she hasn't really done anything spectacular since the Contender Series fight, so I don't know why they've signed her, but, it is what it is. And also in the Asakura fight, like, Asakura pretty much did whatever she wanted on the mat with Oliveira, and she eventually found an armbar, which I was talking about before, is Tabatha Ricci's favourite move. So yeah, I think she's going to eventually get that, probably get the arm, probably take it home with her. So yeah, I got Ricci. We'll have a look at the betting lines. Alright, so if you guys could like the video, that'd be awesome. Really helps out the channel, helps me out a lot. It's really appreciated. Also, comment your predictions in this fight just below. I want to see what you guys think. If you have any questions about the breakdown, post it and I'll answer it pretty quickly. I've downloaded the YouTube Studio app now, so I should be able to, reply to comments a bit quicker if it's on my phone instead of just, going on my laptop and, checking YouTube every few days. But, I should be a bit more, active on YouTube now. So, prediction is Tabatha Ricci by submission. I'm gonna say armbar just to get cute with it. But yeah, I do think she wins quite easily. I think the money line is correct, actually. I don't know if you guys can see that notification that popped up on my screen. But yeah, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. So bets I'm looking at, I think the money line is correct, so I don't think it's too much value on it at the moment. If she got to like $1.55 or minus 190 or whatever that is in the money line terms, then I'll have a look at that. She's pretty heavy favorite and she's very green, so it could look like a terrible bet, but I feel like Maria Oliveira is just that bad. I'm looking at inside the distance more, preferably, is what I'd bet. Tabatha Ricci submission, I'm hoping for like $6 or plus 500. Tabatha Ricci inside the distance if she just goes for a club and, just decides to club her out. If I can get that at like $4 or plus 300, then I'd seriously consider, putting a unit or two on that. I think she does find the submission eventually.